Everyone. Uh, this is Sado, and with us here today is also Harry from LT. Hello, Harry.
Hi guys.
Yeah. So this is my usual introduction to Knights and Merchants Remake stream. We are streaming a tournament game again. This time between OP Blackblood and the Great Three. It's almost entirely a all Polish game, with Lucky being the only guy from Slovakia here. And it will be definitely an interesting one. I think it's hard to predict the result of this game. Anything can happen basically. At least that's my opinion. So I think we're in for an interesting one.
Yeah, I guess so too. The Great Three, yesterday we played against them and they were pretty strong, like we underestimated them
Yeah,
and we nearly lost against them.
yeah, yeah. To be honest, in yesterday's game, I must say that I was watching it. I was watching Zdobywca's stream, and I must admit that I was a bit disappointed for both of teams that I saw there and their fighting skills, because I think your attack could be a bit better, and also TG should have used that chance to win. They should have won this, and you
Yeah,
were a bit lucky there, uh, and you won eventually. But I would say that there were quite some mistakes in this game.
yeah. At first fight, Blackie and Buba thought that they could just rush Martin,
Mm-hmm.
but eventually Martin had more than we thought, and it turned out pretty bad. And at one point, we really thought we lost, and somehow we were able to win it in the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, for me it was quite obvious at some point that if the Great didn't win after that first fight, then it will probably be better for you. But it was still quite close for almost entire time, I think. Anyway, I'm guessing. Oh, I can change the flag still. Uh, I guess you tell me what they chose.
Yeah.
Ah, I can't see what they wrote. Oh fuck.
I will write it.
Okay, so what did they ban first? Okay, so they banned Silverhaven, Eruption, Voros Arani, Neguno, Iron and Gold. This leaves us, I guess, with Back in Desert, Border River, sorry, Border Battlefield, obviously. uh, I don't remember what else was there. Richland, interesting. Oh, now they ban Richland. Two maps left. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there were like 11, I think.
Yeah. Uh, Border Battlefield is still there. Rebound is still
Oh,
there. And Iron and Gold, no, iron and gold is banned.
Back in desert.
Ah, yeah, right.
They didn't ban back in desert. Interesting. Pretty interesting maps, by the way. Most of them are classics. I almost hoped Richland will be chosen, but I guess it's a bit random map, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit random, but I like these power locks are pretty
Vulnerable, yeah.
yeah, and that's what makes the map like real unequal.
Uh, what was the last word? Unequal?
Un Wait, let me.
Okay.
I don't know how it's called. Like it's
What?
not like any other map. It's like pretty different from other
Unique.
maps. Unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't know how to spell it.
No problem. Oh, they banned Back in Desert, which leaves us two maps: Border and Rebound.
Yeah.
Rebound with very low food, and Border Battlefield, pretty regular map. TG won one game there already against my team, so I have a feeling they will ban Rebound, but I don't know. Seems like it's a tough choice for TG. Can't blame them. But I don't know which one would be better for the TG. I don't have opinion on this.
Yeah, me as well. It's kind of like rebound. You just need to go for food very fast and can't really make that much horses at PT.
Yeah.
And border battlefield, yeah, kind of a hard map in some way, but also like pretty standard, I would say.
Yeah. If I think Border Battlefield could be a bit harder when it comes to fighting. I think this could promote OP. I think they are a bit better fighters.
Yeah.
There's a little chance they might have World's Army, like someone may screw up, but in fights I believe they will do good. While the Great will likely have a lot of spam, but I think they might make a few mistakes. So maybe Rebound would be a bit better, I don't know.
Seems like a pretty hard choice for them as well.
Yeah. Also for players who don't rely on horses, and I think the Great doesn't rely on horses too much, Rebound might be a bit better choice because OP will not be able to make too many.
Yeah.
But they ban Rebound, which leaves us with Border Battlefield again. Uh, last time was left versus right, yeah, seems like that. Mm, so OP chooses the side, right?
Yeah.
Seems so. This lobby takes quite a lot of time. I guess we need to get accustomed for that. People usually make some pre-builds, I guess, while waiting for everyone to be ready. So nobody is rushing. Yeah. But you know, maybe it's good. If it makes people have better bases, it's all the better for the quality of the game, I guess. Nobody wants to see a short and very fast defeat of one of the teams. For those who don't understand Polish, what we wrote here was a question. There was a question how it should be decided who takes which locations. I wrote that as the rules say, the teams need to come to some agreement on that, but it's probably best idea to give the right to choose locks to OP right now, because the Great chose like they had the last ban, so they chose from 2 maps. That's how we usually did it so far in the tournament, because it seems fair. And it seems like OP chooses the left side. I know some of these players played yesterday on this map. I think Sonea had location 6 as well, so I'm pretty confident in her base today after she had some training.
I think that on this map the left locks are a bit better than on the right side, because like lock 7 can have pretty big spam with many farms, and lock 4 is really hard in terms of like wood and space.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the locations. Oh yeah, lock 4. Yeah, we'll probably see in a while, but it's indeed pretty hard. You have to be very fast to catch the trees on the left bottom, on the far left bottom. It's almost in another base. Yeah, if you compare it to 7, it's much better. Maybe comparing to 6, it's a bit similar. I don't know. I think the problem with 4 is that you you basically go only for the wood. Like you take the wood near the storehouse, and then you have 2 forests that you have to take, but you have nothing else to go for in that area. You can make
Yeah.
farms, but you know it's a bit annoying on this log. When
Yeah,
you
most of the time I just go like full iron on this log and
Mhm.
skip the bottom left
Oh,
forest.
oh, indeed, it's a 5 iron mine location, which indeed gives you a possibility to do just that. So yeah, that's probably a good idea here. And yeah, location 7 also has 5 iron mines, but it's also not too hard to spam farms there. Still, it seems pretty hard with gold, as Tomix found out in our previous game against TG. I see Vieto on location 7 today, wondering how he will handle gold, because it's a bit tricky because the mountain is at the far bottom of the base and there's like no buildings in that area.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's pretty far, and also your base will not, uh, like the serfs will not go there only for gold, So uh, it doesn't work correctly. I think there's not much you can do here basically.
Lucky seems to need half an hour break.
Oh, really? Uh, it's a bit annoying, even for the stream, but also, yeah. Everyone's gonna be like, it's better to do it now, I guess. Yeah, I'm a bit afraid this game might not happen actually.
Nice.
Huh, okay, so, well, we have to wait. Well, we're still here, but as you can see in the chat, uh, we're waiting for Lucky, so this will take a bit of time. It's unfortunate, I guess, but there's not much I can do right now. Okay, Lucky is here. Uh, Not sure how much time it took. Uh, Not sure about Vieto. It looks like he'll drop connection now. Okay. Okay, everyone's ready. So hopefully we start now. There we go. Okay, so we finally started.
Nice.
Thankfully not yet.
Yeah.
So, after a long 20-minute break before even it starts, we can finally see OP Blackblood versus the Great Three. I'll make a quick introduction of the teams. Maybe Harry can start. You can pick whichever team you know better.
Well, I guess I started Sonea. She's like pretty surprisingly strong in both building and fighting. Like
Mhm.
I never like noticed how good she is actually, but I was pretty surprised by the last game.
Indeed.
Uh, yeah, she's on one of the easier logs, I'd say, of this map,
Yeah,
and yeah,
everything is more or less nice, like not too far away. Even gold, when you look at other locations, gold may usually be a bit far away. So yeah, it's a pretty nice lock, I guess, and I'm pretty
yeah, only
confident
that
for our
one
base.
forest, only that one forest at the bottom right is far away, but
Hmm.
anything other is pretty good
Yeah,
on this
yeah.
log.
You can, I guess, you can make a nice planting only woodcutter here, somewhere, for example, or you can just choose to make some buildings there. Whatever.
Yeah, and Vieto has the log with 5 iron mines. We already talked a bit about this location. It has pretty far gold, but on the other hand, much space for like farms and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
a big base player like Vieto will probably be able to unleash the power of location like this. So
yeah,
I think it's a good choice for him.
yeah. So Abjab doing like 45 swords and 50 leather and like 13 horses or something like that on this log. So
Yeah,
can't be that bad.
yeah. It's a really powerful lock for powerful players. But I would be
Yeah,
a bit
once
afraid to play it here, to be honest.
yeah, that's true. Like once you manage to have a good gold production and have enough serfs to keep that alive,
Yeah.
it's a very good lock.
Do you think it would be beneficial to make 3 gold smelters on a location like this? Maybe not immediately 3, maybe like 2 immediately and 1 more a bit later? Or it's overkill?
Maybe it would be good. Like if you have a late first gold smelter, I would immediately go for 2 gold smelters.
Hmm.
But yeah, guess this would be the best option. And yeah, like if you have the time, it's always good to have like 3 gold smelters in
Yeah,
the end
yeah.
of the PT.
Hmm.
Oftentimes you just don't have that time for making this much gold. But yeah,
Yeah. I guess on location like this, 2 gold smelters at the same time are kind of necessary because of the long distance. Unless Vieto is very fast on the bottom, but
yeah.
yeah, I think he might need 2. Uh, okay, Romek would be the next, also known as Jimmy Pop these days.
His log is like very decent as well. He has near iron and near gold, but his base is really limited by these forests.
Indeed. I'm guessing,
And like
yeah, go on.
uh, here to make towers is pretty hard because your city expands like to the bottom, and then you don't have enough space to make towers. And also you can't build here because like some bridge tiles are not possible for building. And I remember once when I played on this log, I made my barracks like right here, and then I wanted to build some towers here, and
Yeah.
I couldn't because
Hmm.
like you can't build towers there somehow. And like
Uh,
in the middle of the game, someone just sent some militia there, and my barracks was dead. So yeah.
hmm. Well, yeah, it's a tricky lock to defend because, like you said, the base will expand to almost all the space you can have here, because the location is pretty small, and this bottom here is pretty problematic. Uh, I saw another thing. I don't think it's what I think it is, but can you see if he will be able to plant to make iron mine here?
I guess so. I can check it in editor. Oh yeah, he's possible to build one there.
Yeah, I wouldn't think a player like Romek would make a mistake like this. Not on this level, come on. But I felt like this might be dimension. But yeah, I guess you're right. And last but not least, the final player playing on the Paralock in the OP team.
Well, if you can call this like a power lock, because I don't know, on this map the power locks are pretty hard. Like they have
Yeah.
far resources, and especially the top right lock, which we come to later, has pretty tricky forests.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like on Heroes lock, it's a bit better, I guess, because you have some near forests to build forests, and you are able to have like one woodcutter on grow only,
Hmm.
and this will help in the mid game very
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, we can already see his plan for the base will likely be to cut the entire forest in the middle, make some
Yeah,
farms on the left, maybe on the middle here as well, and yeah, his gold is tricky as well. Not to mention iron, which is in a very strange spot. So I'm guessing he'll have at most 25 iron maybe, unless he rushes it. We'll see. But yeah, wood is looking pretty nice on this log, so I don't think he's gonna have a problem with it.
Yeah.
What's annoying here is the fact that you have to build in every direction at once, and your base will not be compact at the start at least, and the roads will be very long. So yeah, we'll see how Firo deals with that. Which leaves me with the great team to be introduced. So let's start with Citla on the so-called power lock. You can see his base already looks quite compact, which might be a surprise. I don't know what's his plan, but
But
so
what you
far,
can, yeah, sorry,
yeah, go
what
on.
you can see right now is that he doesn't have any woodcutter near a forest, only this one plant, and he doesn't have any wood production right now. And sorry,
That's
this can lead into pretty big problems. I had this once, like, and then you need to go fast to this, which he does is that's pretty good.
yeah, but I think it will
Yeah,
be kind of fine because he still has some wood and he doesn't need too many buildings right now. And the planters will be very useful for later on, I guess. So it should probably be okay.
he already needs to build a swine farm because its corn is
Ah,
nearly ready.
yeah.
So this will take some wood as well, but
Yeah,
yeah, with that woodcutter,
he might also decide to make it a bit later,
yeah,
make
store
like
it
two.
maybe.
Probably better for now, as
Yeah,
he doesn't have time for this or wood. He needs to focus on the extra woodcutters, I guess. So yeah, I think he's gonna pass for now. But I have my doubts, because you can see how he already wants to make the farms like here, I guess. And this means we'll have a block of space occupied by farms only here, and like
yeah,
probably not many roads in between. And it seems pretty obvious he probably wants to make the core of his city like here, and the gold smelters like here. So I have a feeling something will not work there. Like probably gold. Uh, maybe maybe the base will not be too compact later on. We'll see. But I'm especially afraid about the gold production. I don't know. Maybe
yeah.
it's not gonna be.
It's pretty tricky.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Next player in the row will be Eva with location 4, notorious for the forests here. Just like I said, she's well, she's going the usual way, like the farms on the left, and trying to go for this forest as soon as possible, probably. Mm, and obviously for this one later on. The problem is she didn't really make a planting woodcutter. I think this might be painful later on, but we'll see.
Yeah, she needs to go to that forest
Right
soon.
away, yeah.
It's like he doesn't have any more trees there, only 3 more.
Yeah, she basically is in a similar situation when it comes to how much, how much, how much timber she has. Oh, actually a bit better than Citla, but like we spoke about Citla having about 20 timber in storehouse about like maybe 2 minutes ago. So Eva really needs to be very fast. Oh yeah, she's making in. Yeah, yeah. So she's most likely gonna have problems with wood, but let's wait and see, I guess. Uh, you can see that even he has not a lot left. He's already cutting this and almost already cutting this one. So I have a feeling it will be just fine. And these ones were also important because they're gonna start cutting pretty soon. Mm.
Even planning another one
Oh,
right there.
not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Yeah, pretty nice spot for that. Because you can't really build anything else there, I guess, and there's plenty of space for a woodcutter. Going back to Eva, however, I hope she can deal with her wood. So far it doesn't look that bad, but you know, we can see how it can be tricky on this log. But maybe it should be uh, just fine with that.
She only has one sawmill so far. But she doesn't really
Mhm.
need
Yeah,
another one right now.
yeah, it's working for the capacity of woodcutter she has right now. So I guess the second sawmill will be a next step. Hmm. Do you think it's a good placement of the gold smelter?
Uh, well, it's always good to place it near to your school, but I'd probably place it somewhere like here or here maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know what she's planned there. Maybe some iron production or something like that.
Yeah, it seems pretty obvious the iron production will be here and a bit here maybe. So
Yeah.
there's like 100% of a chance that this gold smelter will have some problems getting as much coal as the other buildings. Well, I guess some coal mines will be here. So there'll be one or two buildings in the way here, probably on the left as well. Well, we'll see, I guess. But like I said, I would probably make it a bit below. Okay, now we can take a look at Lucky. Hmm.
That seems pretty fine, yeah. Maybe some late gold production there. But yeah,
Oh,
seems okay.
indeed.
Already to the third forest connected, nearly.
Nearly. Lacking one road, right? No. Ah, almost. No, there's a
Seems
road
like
there,
he
never
has
mind.
some stone problems there.
Uh, well,
But he has for
yeah, this mountain is a bit tricky. I think it needs to get reported to Raging Bullet, who made this map. Because you can see that because the tile here is not walkable, uh, the
yeah.
stonemason guys can't step on it, so they can't take the stone from there. And this is a bit annoying because it will happen quite fast for this one to be depleted because of that. And you can't really even this out easily. I tried last game, and I think I was evening it out for like entire peacetime. So it's a bit tricky.
Hmm. That woodcutter doesn't seem to be that efficient though.
Oh, indeed. I think this would be a better spot for it because he's not gonna make too many buildings here anyway, and it could have some space there.
Yeah, that's true. But I think there was a forest right here. So maybe just
Hmm.
let him
Yeah,
plant
yeah.
some.
The farms are not looking too compact for me. Seems like he's gonna place some buildings like there, which might be not too efficient. This location is also not too good when it comes to amount of space, I think.
Well, it's okay because you can expand to this. Maybe if
Yeah.
you build your farms down there, somehow like 8 farms in this line.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be an option, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it takes some time.
Yeah, that's true.
You can do this if you expand for a very big base, but mm, what Lucky is doing is a bit better because of the roads in this base. They will be pretty efficient when he connects everything, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know about the farms actually. Mm.
Well, they are pretty much in the middle of the
Yeah,
base
yeah, yeah,
again.
yeah, exactly. Ah, I'm like 50-50 about this. I think it could be better to make like 2 farms here and keep expanding to the bottom, something like this maybe. And
Yeah,
try
maybe.
to
Yeah.
make the core of the base on the right side, something like this. Hmm. Okay, this leaves us with Martin as the last person, which base we didn't see yet.
Already has some iron production right now.
Indeed.
Maybe you could make a swine farm right now, because his
Yeah,
farms are already
it's a bit late
full
indeed.
nearly.
Hmm.
Wood doesn't seem to be that bad. Oh well, a little bit bad, but it's going to be better soon.
Yeah,
I
one
will
total
have
here.
some
Hmm.
will have some wood problems right now. He's building too much at once, I guess.
Doesn't have a lot of serfs. 33. Not too
And
great.
that's not too much.
Yeah, his base is pretty long already, and 33 serfs will not be enough for this.
Yeah, he doesn't have any wood right now.
Um, I think these woodcutters will start cut. Yeah, the first one already cut something on the top.
Yeah, for now, he has some wood problems
Yeah.
and gold problems as well a bit. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
need to go for another gold right now.
It doesn't look too nice, I guess.
But somehow Martin always manages to build like pretty nice amount of pikes and bows at the
Yeah.
end of PT.
Yeah, you know, it's usually not too hard to spam pikes and
Yeah,
bows.
that's true, I guess.
You need kinda big base, but also kinda simple. No, maybe not so big. Like 6 farms would be enough for 4 pig farms. and that's enough to have a lot of foes. We could probably make just 3 pig farms and that would be fine. But you know, this kind of army is pretty defensive. Without horses it's a bit hard to attack, to take action. Still, I have to admit that Martin's fighting skills could be a bit better, so I don't know if horses could help him or not.
Yeah, he's moving very slow oftentimes.
Yeah, indeed. That's my main issue with the great team, especially you could see it yesterday. For example, Eva could make her team win against LT at some point of time. She was just a bit too slow, but it was enough to, you know, to be too slow. I think also Citla in the first fight he wasn't very responsive. Uh, we'll see how it looks today. But I think the great problem might be the fact that they kind of lack a leader. Maybe Lucky can lead them today, we'll see. For example, in OP team, well, basically any of these guys and girls, when it comes to Sonara, could probably lead the army. Um, and I think there's no decisive person like this in the Great. So, well,
On LT, I guess it's Blackie who's like shot calling us and making, but everyone is like making suggestions who to attack and something like that and how to play, like taking the middle in desertification or something like that.
yeah, that's I guess how most of the teams would work. Um, I think usually teams I played with, if the communication was good, then it was like one person was like dealing mainly with what happens on the battlefield on the left side and the other person on the right side, and two
Yeah.
other people were like sidekicks, let's call it like that.
He closed
Oh,
his in and doesn't open it.
interesting. I don't think it's oh, but why did he do that?
Guess he forgot to open it again.
Really? But this is
And now his
very late.
sawmill is
It's
hungry.
very late. Yeah, he
Now
just
here,
opened it
yeah,
again. I think it must have been a tactic. Like, it's
yeah, maybe
impossible he...
because it was too much
Yeah,
traffic or something like that.
yeah, I think it was... It would be impossible to... I don't know. I think I need to take a look at the replay, but it would be impossible to close it since the start until now, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how Martin deals with food problems. No citizens, no problems. I know. Anyway, there's 26 minutes till peacetime. I think I want to take another look at Fido's base. 6 farms, kind of working, iron production.
Yeah. Could make some leather building soon. He already has many in the storehouse. And he has the wood for that.
Indeed. Yeah, yeah, I can see a few things being a bit late in this base.
Yeah.
Looks like he's trying to fix a few things at once, but or like he needs to fix a few things at once. But wood production will probably be fine. Well, I wish he made that third sawmill earlier, because right
Yeah.
now it's a bit late. You can see his sawmills are working at full capacity. Maybe making a fourth one at the same time wouldn't be a bad idea at this moment.
That stone mason is pretty interesting.
Uh, um, Indeed, I think it wasn't planned. It's very confusing, but I'm pretty sure it was not planned. I actually noticed when he was making this this woodcutter's plan, and I was like, is he gonna build this quad here? Ah, no way.
Yeah.
Most likely he was trying to leave some space, 'cause I don't believe he would need that. But, well, it works, right?
Right now it's working, yeah,
Yeah,
but maybe not in 5 minutes.
yeah, indeed. Okay, Romex's base looks pretty crowded. A lot of buildings here already. And yeah, you can see the space management is pretty neat.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It almost looks like he's not gonna build anything in like 5 minutes, because he won't have enough space for that. But he managed to fit 8 farms here, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He doesn't plan to have towers on the bottom, I think. But to be honest, it's not so easy to walk in from the bottom when playing left versus right, I guess. So
Yeah.
maybe it will not be a disaster. Making some pikes, but probably mainly swordmen and some horses.
Seems like a pretty nice place.
Come again, sorry?
Seems like a pretty nice base.
Indeed. Really, not much else to say. Uh, I'm trying to find something to pick on, but it's really nice. Uh, just need a couple of Admody workshops, and we'll likely be fine. Maybe the iron. Right now it doesn't look like it's too great, but I think it'll catch up.
Yeah, he's going for three like
A bit of everything.
armory smithies.
Free? Really?
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's some strategy I do as well. Sometimes I go for an early weapon smithy and then three
Mhm.
like armory smithies to catch up like that.
Yeah, interesting. Most players would make 2+1 or the 2+2, with the weapon smithies being extremely late.
Yeah.
There's probably not much difference. Do you think 3 armor smithies are like on par with one weapon smithy when they work? Like, I mean, the time they need, or they are probably a bit faster, right?
Yeah, they're a bit faster, but like one weapon smithy is working faster than two like armory smithies
Yeah.
by just a tiny bit of time. I don't know exactly the time, but a bit faster, and yeah. So three can be good if you maybe set a bit lower like resource like a bit lower resources to the armory smithies. But yeah.
Yeah. I think it might work kind of even if you make swords and pikes in the weapon smithy, and the like armors only in one of the 3 armor smithies. But I never tested it, to be honest. Maybe that's what Romek is planning to do. But I think he doesn't need more pikes than about 10 on peacetime. Probably just a support army, and the rest will be swordmen and horsemen. Maybe let's take a look at Vieto. Okay, his iron is probably gonna be kinda nice, but 6-5.
He's also going for 3 like armory smithies.
Yeah, but in his case, it's because his lock is a monstrous one, with 5
Yeah.
possible iron mines. He can make double iron production, and for that, 3 iron, sorry, 3 ammo smithies, and probably 2 weapon smithies will be the best choice.
Yeah, that can be pretty good.
Still, double iron production takes some time. So I think
And
he may have about 30 on peacetime, maybe a bit more, but later, afterwards.
maybe a bit more even.
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of time left. Like 35 at least, maybe.
Yeah, we will see. Maybe some pikes as well. And he has no stables right now.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Maybe it's not that important.
Now he builds a stable.
Yeah,
That tree.
I think he was waiting for that tree, but it wasn't a good choice, maybe. But he also prioritized the swine farms. So he was just waiting, probably, for the time when last farms will start cutting as well.
Yeah. He's gonna have pretty good leather though.
Yeah, I like Vieto's base. Like I said, pretty big, and probably going to have a nice army. We'll see about leather. He makes the workshops right now.
Bit late,
Yeah.
but it's going to be good, I guess.
How is his gold? A lot of serfs, so that shouldn't be a problem. Strange location for second school, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no space.
yeah, probably. But I would probably make it like somewhere there, for example.
Yeah.
Maybe the tree wasn't cut. Whatever. He's not going to have a lot of horses though. Wondering what's his plan for the food production as well. He only makes the fisherman right now. Interesting. No, he has another one.
Another one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a look at Sonea's base. Oh,
Looks nice.
yeah, it looks nice.
Already good weapon production, wooden weapon production, and some leather as well.
Yeah, starting the ladder right now, but there's still plenty of time. Yeah, pretty nice game from Sonea, I think. Just look at this base.
Yeah.
Very nicely separated farms.
And pretty compact as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Somehow.
Like, see, that's how you should make farms and woodcutters. Especially woodcutters. Of course, it's... let's admit it, it's pretty easy on this log. Because the left and top area is pretty easy to spam woodcutters with. And you don't really need this space for buildings. and then you can do the same on the right side, on the bottom. Like you have these three ideal spots for making woodcutters. But still, yeah, this seems like a pretty nice base. And I think the barracks will be pretty interesting as well. Maybe I'm not sure about the ladder, but I think there's still some time, 10 minutes. She's making two more workshops. How are the weapons? Wooden weapons seem fine.
And
Uh,
now she's
cutting, yeah.
destroying this
Yeah,
woodcutters.
interesting. How many does she have? 9 woodcutters. Ah, but with 7 it will be fine, I think. I think she might be planning to make a few more farms. Yeah, and woodcutters, stealing some space from Romek. Looking through the barracks of every player, and I must say that I'm not too thrilled on what I see on the right side. Maybe apart from Citla, pretty nice army so far.
Yeah, nice ladder. Mm.
Yeah, you can see his base is also very nice.
Yeah, it's good like food production. Like from every source he has something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not afraid about his city, to be honest.
Already 8 farms as well.
Yeah, he lacks the wooden weapons a bit. Uh, how many sawmills? 4 sawmills.
Yeah, his sawmills are not working that well.
A bit empty. I think the woodcutters he made are not too efficient somehow. Like, look, most of them, except for the ones on the in the top right corner, most of them don't have a lot of space. Surrounded by mountains or buildings. Especially this one, I think it's fell only. Ah, yeah. Might have about 30 leather on peacetime uh, with this slight wood shortage going on.
A bit more, I guess, but oh well, like maybe 30 bows.
Maybe.
Well, they're not working that well right now.
I don't know why. These woodcutters are not ideal, but they're not that bad. Come on. Maybe the timings were not so good, and now he lacks a bit the tree trunks.
Yeah, but now it seems better a bit.
It's 5 minutes till peacetime. Um, we'll go over the OP team first, very quick. So Vieto about 30 already. So yeah, probably 35 on peacetime, not a bit more. I mean the Iron Troops, only 2 horses. Lacking a few wooden weapons, but in general he should probably have about 30 leather. Oh yeah,
And
he's
some
catching up
recruit
with...
problems.
Oh,
Some
oh
recruit
indeed,
problems
indeed.
though.
He needs to catch up with about 30. And yeah, his gold production is so-so. He made the uh, gold smelters in exactly the same spot as Tomic's last game. And he makes the third one. Yeah, similar mistake, unfortunately. Okay, let's go to Sunea. Should have about 25 swordmen with 6 having horses, and sorry, and the leather doesn't look too good yet. She still needs... Oh yeah, a bit of a gold shortage. Seems kinda fine in barracks, but she needs a bit more gold for the extra weapon makers and armor makers. Okay, Romex base, pretty nice, with 37 leather already. 7
And
horses,
nice recruits.
yeah, nice recruits as well. Filo, that was a mystery for me, not that much of iron, which was to be expected on this location, to be honest.
Yeah,
He again plays a location pretty challenging, just like the last game. So I think this is a very good result. 8 horses, 47 ladder, even lacking maybe just a few weapons. Ah, not too important. And about 20, maybe about 20 swordmen overall with horses. And on the right side, Martin, 70 recruits, 35 ladder, 41. Uh, so, I'd say.
yeah, could be better. It's
Indeed.
without horses as well.
Yeah. Lucky. Oh, not too bad. 8 horses, 27 leather, 19 swordmen slash horsemen, and 10 pikes. Maybe not spectacular, but it's pretty solid army, I'd say. Pretty nice horses. Eva. Today it seems like... Well, I like what I see. Lacks a few swords though, but she
Yeah,
has a
he
bit of
lacks a
everything.
bit of melee.
Oh, indeed. She has basically 13 pikes as her melee. 8 horses.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I think... Uh, I don't know. Pretty strange. It's not too bad, but as you said, it's a bit lacking in melee. And finally Citla with 8 horses, about 40 leather, about 30 iron troops. Pretty solid. I think so far it looks like the left side could be better, but Vieto needs a bit more recruits, I think.
He needs 40 more recruits.
Oh
That's
yeah,
going to be pretty bad.
yeah. Must say I like what Citla, Lucky, Romek, Solea did. Vieto, uh, the recruit's a bit annoying. Filo is also the guy I have to say a word about, because, like I said, his luck is pretty challenging and he has a really nice army. So I'm gonna ask Hardy now. What do you think about what will happen after peacetime?
Uh, I guess on left versus right on this map, it's kind of like center focused or more left center focused, like
Mm-hmm.
it was on your game. Um, but to be honest, I didn't play this map left versus right only like one time, and then it
Mm-hmm.
was a bit campy for
Yeah.
my taste. But yeah, we will see. I guess OP has a good advantage, even though Vieto has some record problems. But we
Mm-hmm.
will see. Uh,
Yeah.
like we said, Eva doesn't have any melee or only like 15 pikes. It's going to be a problem. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Still, for a defensive kind of gameplay, or actually even offensive on this map, because there's when you're playing left versus right, it's there's a lot of empty space here. So I think that uh, having a lot of bows and not so much melee might actually not be that bad of idea. But we'll see what will happen later. Now we're having a little peacetime break, and we'll be back shortly, I guess. Usually, usually the uh, usually the breaks on peacetime in the tournaments are a bit short, so I think we have 2 or 3 minutes. Firo is sending me some sneaky messages about guide reigns. So shout out to our Czech OP player who was probably watching. And while we're talking about Czech players, I can see on Facebook that one of our beloved old Czech players is watching as well. So shout out to Bloodmaster, a legend of this community. I can see you. There we go. So we're back into the game. And let's see how well the teams will be scouting.
Martin is scouting with militia.
Not surprising.
Guess he can't come far against Furious Knights.
Oh, he can try storming, but indeed. Okay, we have a 1v1 fight here already. Who's gonna win?
Well, I think one time I saw like a militia winning against a knight.
Yeah, it's possible.
Maybe one time out of 100.
Yeah, you can see that. The right side already has an excellent vision, let's say. While the right side, I mean the left side has excellent vision, and the right side, well, they're trying, but they're not so fast with the horses. Mm. It's a pretty big map. Seems like everyone is positioning their troops more like in the middle instead of fighting on the top, like it happened the last time. Stop him right here in time. Yeah, yeah, that's the problem. It's like the great doesn't have a great vision, and OP can see almost everything here. Uh, Extremely late. Oops.
Yeah.
There's probably not much difference. Sorry. Wait. Seems like the OP team is going to the bottom, which might mean they're gonna do something. Like you can see, they can see a lot, and Eva is moving her troops to the top for whatever reason.
They are pretty far away right now.
Yeah, but look at the vision of the great team. They can see anything happening here. They don't even anticipate what's happening right now.
Yeah.
So Lucky and Martin will probably be fighting like 4 versus 2. Oh, okay, now Eva is moving in the right direction, but hmm. So Nea is already on the bottom, and now they can see her troops already. But Citla and Eva position, their positions are, I don't know.
Yeah, we need to could just attack them from the top and like Remake from the bottom or from the left.
Yeah, I actually think it would be better to attack the bottom maybe with 3 players.
Yeah, they don't move further to the to like here.
Still wondering what would be better, but I think it's better to try attacking in the middle because it will be easier to catch them. Or maybe they catch Romek? Yeah.
Oh, they catch him.
No, I wouldn't call this
Don't
a
know if this
catch.
is a good idea.
It's good for him. Lucky will lose all the horses.
Yeah,
I
they try
think.
to attack.
Yeah, but
Don't
in a
know if that
while,
is
in a
good.
while, OP might lose their advantage on top because Vieto is out of game right now. So now will probably have to attack on the top. I think it's not a good idea. What happens on top doesn't look too good for OP. Vieto will have to play better than he can. And you can see Citla and Eva already there. Well, if it's possible for Romek to go back, it would be a great idea. Otherwise, he might lose a lot of troops and most of melee. Yeah,
Eva should just
catch
go
it. Yeah,
for like here.
yeah. Eva is catching.
And he's doing it.
Okay, this is interesting.
They need to move a bit
Yeah, I
far.
don't know why Martin and Lucky are standing like this.
Now he's moving.
Now he's moving. Yeah. Still,
Hero,
there's a.
Hero has still some
Yeah.
big melee.
But you know the problem for TG is that the bottom has a lot of bows, and I think before Martin Spikes can walk to their destination, they might be dead already. Some of bows are not shooting here on the right side as well. Eva is standing. She shouldn't. She should keep pushing, I think. Look at what's
Yeah,
happening
see.
on the bottom. Firo is
Now she's
catching
moving
and
even back.
Firo will win. Yeah, come on. I hate to say that, but I think Eva is losing another game for her team again.
I don't know why she's moving back now.
Yeah,
They could
I
just
don't understand her movement at all. It's like
it's like
they're letting Lucky and
3v2
Martin
right now.
die. Yeah.
Now they try to 1v2 on top.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing they can do, but look what will be
Yeah,
left on the
bottom is
bottom.
completely lost.
Yeah. A very bad decision. Even if Vieto dies, I think it would not be a good decision.
They can just move to the top now.
Yeah, now Martin's and Lucky's bows will be dead pretty soon, I guess, because nothing there is there to help them. And even, yeah, Vieto will die, but, come on, attacking with Snake, another mistake. So now I will not let this slide, I guess. She can't really catch right now. Actually, she kind of
Yeah.
has to. And this will be nice because Vieto is able to outshoot the remaining melee. There's not a lot.
Yeah.
And help on the bottom. Yeah, very nicely executed. But the top will have some melee left, but there's so many bows here that I don't think this is gonna be a problem.
Mito did a pretty good job defending 1v2.
Yeah. Look what's happening here, also interesting.
Storm attack.
Ha! Fidko. Not the best decision. They will lose this.
Yeah.
At least here. But they have so many bows that they can afford this without a problem.
And still here they lose as well.
The well,
Uh,
yeah, interesting.
they're trying their best.
Yeah, but really, like I said, I'm really disappointed by Eva's lack of will to fight.
Yeah,
Seemed
they
pretty
could
obvious
just
what to do,
3v3.
and it's like the Great didn't use this at all.
But it's now they call.
Oh, they would have to be. Now they'll go to the. Probably gonna attack Citla's base.
And they're moving to the top, I think. Because this is a pretty bad spot to attack, I guess.
Yeah, going far top, I guess. Yeah.
At least maybe Vieto or something like that.
It's usually it's nice for the defending team if the enemy has to walk such a long way. Maybe they'll get divided and then it will be possible to kill them one by one somehow. For example, you can see Filko is probably going to go in here or maybe just block.
Yeah, I guess he's
Uh,
blocking it right now,
yeah.
and when Martin is alone, he can attack them.
Yeah. But Martin makes a mistake, I think. Two mistakes at once, actually. The first one is not following his teammates, and the other one is trying to shoot this here when it's obvious that it can crush him very quickly, and
Yeah,
it's not even going to fight here. Still,
yeah, it's
mm,
no melee there.
yeah,
Pretty. Doesn't
yeah,
even see that he's
suicidal
getting
attack.
put.
Really, look at this. Come on, Martin. This
Yeah,
is
this
very
is
bad.
what we said earlier. He's pretty slow.
Yeah, very bad idea.
This horses should be on top, I guess.
I think Eva might have some plan, and it's not a bad plan. Look, yeah, maybe a bit too early, but yeah, should have waited until this gets
Yeah, now
caught.
they saw it.
Still, they are trying to defend in a city. This might work. Ah, I wouldn't place it there. It's gonna be hard to. Well, maybe. Still, Sonea has so many bows with Romek on the top that this is going to be killed pretty easily. But this amount of army is probably enough to do some damage on top. Ah, by the way, look at Martin
Yeah,
again trying his best but doing his worst.
without horses, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, but also his position. Ah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like they should just camp here. And Lucky tries to kind of attack, which is not gonna end well. Yeah, this is not how you should fight in a city. Just let them in, let your troops surround the enemy. I don't know. Like, they have twice as many bowmen. Ah, almost. So I wouldn't try to go and attack them, I guess. Anyway, Martin lost a lot of bows. He's trying something better now maybe, but yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, now he got caught.
Yeah, Martin's going to lose his army pretty soon. But it seems like the Great are holding off for now, and it doesn't look as bad as I thought. I still think the left side is going to win in a short while, but the left is shooting in a kind of strange way, and this might be good for the right.
Eva should put her horses here and just dance a bit.
Maybe. She has a lot of horses, by the way.
Yeah.
I think she's just waiting for the top to be caught. Oh, look at these reinforcements from Sonea. Okay, now they try to
Now
attack, it seems. Yeah.
Oh,
But
look at
it's...
Firo. His base is dead completely.
What?
I guess it was Martin again, I guess. He
Oh,
always does this.
this is interesting, and we totally missed it. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just looking at starvation of the
Yeah.
cities and...
Big props to Martin for
Oh,
that.
fight on the top.
We totally didn't notice that. Shame on us. Oh, I guess then Martin will easily win on the bottom, cause he'll just keep producing troops and shooting down the ones that Philo still has there. And this also explains why the left side army keeps shrinking. Interesting.
Yeah, but
Uh,
top is kind of lost now for that
yeah,
great team.
yeah, it still looks recoverable, but not for a long while. Yeah, look at that. Still,
Yeah,
it's
this is no, it's GG.
yeah, probably. It's gonna be like one city per team will be dead, but then the right side will be without army, which is bad. Uh,
Heroes still has some serfs and rebuilt his school.
mhm. They will not kill enough. Still looks way better for OP. Setla is trying some sticky maneuvers on the right, left.
Now Martin is trying to help them.
It reminds me a bit of our game versus the Great. The roles were a bit different, but we were able to push off the incoming doom of our bases for quite some minutes, and now it seems like the same thing happens to the right side, where it's pretty sure OP will win this. I would be very surprised to see a different outcome, but the left side doesn't have much melee left here.
Yeah, and some reinforcement of
Yeah,
the great
yeah,
guys
it
come.
starts looking better.
But also from OP team
Yeah,
reinforcement.
I think it's recoverable. It will be hard, but it's possible, I guess. Uh,
Look at the horses.
yeah. Ah, come on, just don't attack like this. Ah.
Oh, they're gonna kill everyone. These horses.
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh well, they died.
Huh.
Never mind.
Oh, he might still kill some, but... Oh yeah, not too good. Ouch. Yeah, there's a bit too many and now Eva stands. Ah, okay, go back, go back, go back. Okay, Eva goes for some kills. Yeah, pretty good decision. They can't really stop her before she kills all of Philo's bows. Let's look at Philo's base, it's completely dead. 6 serfs, 1 builder. Good job for Martin. You know, this might still be recoverable. I don't know. Citla still has some 15 serfs.
Look at Eva's barracks.
Oh.
Could easily make 15
Whoa, what a
swordmen.
mistake. Oh, come on. I don't understand what's happening in her buildings. Like, why make one building armors, one building shields? If one of them goes hungry, then you might have a big problem like this. Ah, come on. Pretty annoying mistake and easy to spot. I don't know why she doesn't fix it. Ah, but seems like she has more problems in base. Not too great food production.
Yeah.
Mm. This might be a long game. Mm. Must say that the Great, when playing defensively, can be pretty dangerous, I see. So we'll see what happens now. And the funniest thing is, well, Citla has only 5 serfs, but doesn't seem like anyone is trying to kill his base anymore.
Interesting.
But the problem is he has like no golden roll, and this is not really recoverable.
Look at Luck, he's surrounding them with horses again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's doing it pretty well in the
Yeah.
game.
Interesting. The Great has really bad army though. The only thing that could save them is if OP tries to attack one of the bases. And if they fail. Still, they don't have a lot of melee, they only have a lot of militia. We'll see. Mm. Such a shame that scouts are not too great for attacking bowmen.
Yeah, indeed. They're trying to attack our walls. Don't know if this is a good idea.
Yeah. Fila is slowly trying to rebuild, by the way. I think Lucky's horses might... yeah, they will die. Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Really?
Yeah,
That was
some
really
nice
close.
microing from the great team right now. Okay, now Romek gets pissed off. And this might end deadly. I don't know why he goes back. It was very good spot to push Martin to a mountain. And seems like Martin doesn't know that if you walk with pikes towards the bows, bows live and pikes die. Still, he's walking back into a better direction than last time. Would be nice to catch these militias. Oh, almost. Come on. Okay. Romek will probably lose these horses. Maybe. Still escaped. I don't believe this.
Eva has so many horses and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I guess she's trading them.
No mark. Oh, yeah, there's a market there. Yeah, indeed. But really, it's such a great shame that her Arnold Smithies are not working the way they should right now, which is making shields only. I really don't understand. But it looks really good for the great. They don't have a lot, but it seems like they have you know, the kind of advantage. Oh, look at this. Massive
Wow.
mistake from Sonea.
Wow. This is...
Now they're gonna kill most of the melee, and now the Great can walk out and kill Romek's troops as well, I think. At
And
least
Sidla
try.
is producing some serfs.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting game though.
Yeah. Uh,
They're moving back now, OP.
but Citlas and Philos tempo of regenerating their bases is very, very slow.
Yeah, indeed.
But it's really even game and looks pretty interesting. To be honest, I expected it would be more one-sided, but seems like OP didn't have enough power to kill the Great. And now look at the amount of bows here. Now we can see. I think OP is going to wait this out. Okay, let me take a quick look at food in these bases. Vieto has no problems at all. Sonea no problem. Oh, nice trade here. Mm,
I don't know why Siedler has closed this in.
probably trying to make them bring coal to the.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
but his cells are already dying.
His tactic
Now he
seems to be
opened it.
working though. It seems like he's a bit faster at recovery than Fido. Because Fido used to
Yeah.
have a bit more serfs and now they're even. Yeah, Fido is incredibly slow rebuilding. Don't know why, to be honest.
I even think that the Great has some advantage right now.
Yeah, it depends, because Romek is trying to
Yeah.
attack, but I think he's walking into a trap if he tries to do that. Look, they're surrounded from every side. Okay, there's... Zitla has one horse. Probably gonna have another one sometime, or maybe not. Interesting. Okay, a lot of bowmen coming from Romek. So, yeah, they're catching on the top, it seems. Oh, it was a bad decision. Looking at the reinforcements coming, it's probably gonna cost the Great this game.
Yeah, maybe. Most likely.
Yeah. Doesn't look too bad yet, but look at the bows. Whoa. And this time they have no horses to kill this. Yeah, now Martin is all over the place. And his spikes will get killed easily. They can try to go back, but yeah, they just lost their advantage. Yes, it was pretty easy seeing how Eva's base is quite bad when it comes to food right now. It was only a matter of time uh, before OP takes over.
Yeah, and still have barracks like 15 unused swords and like armories.
Whoa, these towers not going to help too much.
Completely,
Yeah,
completely dead.
I can see that Martin has some militia. I think he should have tried to send it to Romek to kill another base. Might be a bit hard because it's pretty close to his friends, but uh, maybe it was worth a try. The Great is still trying to micro a bit. They killed quite some balls. Oh, but look at the reinforcements from Vieto. Yeah, they
Yeah,
can
this
they can
nice.
keep this like this forever. Hmm. Martin is getting some reinforcements as well, but well, unsure if this is gonna help. Now they're gonna take over Martin's reinforcements, I guess.
That one pike.
Funny. Oh, it's gonna die soon. Yeah.
Now they move back now. Is they're scared of Martin?
Mhm. Yeah, pretty nice use of storm attack from Lucky. You can see he stomped into a mountain, which makes it kinda safe for him that he will stop at some point of time.
Hitler is coming with some knights.
Oh, indeed.
I try to surround them again.
Seems like Philo has some serfs, but it still looks like a long way from actually trying to produce some troops, which is strange. Seems like the OP team is going back right now. Not sure if this is a good
Yeah, they wait
idea.
for a reinforcement.
Yeah, but this is standing here still, and I think they might be trying to load the Great, which might work actually. It's a pretty surprising game to me. It keeps looking
Yeah,
like OP is the worst team when it comes to fighting, and that's not what I expected. Um, we can actually still see some mistakes on the Great side, but they are pretty in good form today.
yeah, it's like yesterday. They didn't seem to be that bad.
Mm, indeed.
Like, yeah, not that bad as they seem, maybe. Somehow Eva's inn is now completely full.
Whoa, indeed. She has only 38 serfs though.
Oh wow.
Yeah, indeed.
So many units died.
Yeah. I'd say she probably needs to check her, what's it called? Weight distributions. Maybe give it a bit more call to the metallurgists. Block the other buildings
Oh
for a
yeah.
while and rebuild her serfs amount. We have a fight here right now, by the way, and
Oh. Oh yeah.
Vieto is trying to sneakily attack someone in the bottom. I think Martin is not the best person to attack. There's some towers. We'll see. Anyway, hard to say in which direction this fight will go, cause yeah, actually pretty easy to say, cause the left side still has more, but it seems like the right side is doing some nice stuff in the fight, as much as they can with this limited amount of troops.
Yeah, seems like again somehow even, but now OP takes over. Martin is winning on the bottom though.
Yeah. No, there's always a problem with his pikes. He can't really reach the bowman of the enemy unless something like this happens. Yeah. Yeah, he still can't. He'll just get outshot.
Yeah, these spikes will die now.
Yeah. Very strange game. It looks like OP keeps winning all the time, just to be pushed back again. Hopefully Eva's towers are ready. As I think they will go for the bottom. Now they are reminded that Martin has only one tower here.
Yeah, that might be a good spot. And no army there as well.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, exactly. Plus, well, some unexpected problems. Vieto trying to pay off for Filko's base. Speaking of Philo's base, he makes some troops. Well, can we call it a success for Sitla when he has more serfs than Eva?
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Now her inn is empty again.
Oh snap.
Yeah, now they go into Martin's base.
Yeah. It's a good idea to finally attack the guy who is annoying them with his spam for the last 30 minutes.
They try to sandwich OP, but they don't
Yeah,
have any army.
well, Martin has some in his city, and oh, the Great proved earlier that they know how to fight in a city. Look, I think the OP is already making its first mistake, and they're gonna get surrounded
Oh yeah,
soon. So soon
yeah,
I will
that's
lose
true.
this army, and oh look, yeah, like I said, I'm putting my money on the Great here.
That's so,
Yeah, it's
guess this
such a bizarre game, really.
guess this game is going to take a bit longer now.
Yeah, it's one of those games that has a story, you know,
Yeah.
like coaches would say. There's quite some mistakes, but frankly, I expected more. And really, what the great can do when they can be put to defense is amazing. At first, it seems like they were a bit puzzled and a bit slow, but with time they keep getting better. Of course, it's a bit campy what they do, but you know, whatever is necessary. Now OP lost their entire army. Uh,
Reinforcement is coming though from Vieto and not that much from the other guys.
this might be important.
Yeah, Hero is getting his revenge.
Indeed. 26 serfs in Martin's base. Yeah, well, this probably is going to be effective tactic, seeing how other bases on the left side don't have any problems, and we have already 3 bases on the right having massive problems with food, or simply they had their most of their citizens killed off. Now Martin is trying to do something regarding Philo, and I think Martin should try to make the recruit for this tower as fast as he can when he kills his enemies. But it shouldn't be a problem to kill off these ones. I'm actually a bit surprised that the right side team still keeps making so many troops.
Yeah, Eva has so many like possible army in her barracks, but no gold. Oh, now they go for Sidla again.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was to be expected, but seems like Citla is going back to defend himself. Will this be enough? Maybe. He's already 60.
They're turning now.
They're turning back. Any reinforcements coming? Some out here. Well, I think Vieto will go to kill Citla's base, while the army from the left will probably do something about the rest of the troops. pretty annoying for him. Ah, well. They're just going in to kill as many as possible. Martin is pretty slow, I'd say. He should have started moving a long time ago.
Yeah. Aye. Zidla's whole base is getting killed again.
Ah, but he has some experience defending it. I think his veterans are up for the task.
I'm getting a bit.
Interesting, but the horse is gonna die soon. Likely. Or not. Oh, yes.
I'm lagging. I guess it's better if I leave now.
One hour 43, I can't believe it. It still
Yeah.
seems like
Such a long
we
game.
have a chance, yeah. There's a massive army coming from the bottom, so I think this is gonna die pretty soon. So all that matters is how many serfs they can kill. 36 alive right now. It's probably gonna be enough to disrupt his base again, which is a shame because Zitla's base had already above 60 serfs again. This is way too slow, by the way. Yeah, good idea. They just need to make sure that the horses... Oh, come on, Lucky! What is this? Okay. Romek dividing his troops like crazy. I think all they have to do is just keep shooting them and it will be fine.
Seems like the game is not over again.
Yeah. Starting to wonder if I won't have to call a day off at my work if it continues to go like this. I mean, just look at that. They could basically be going for like 8 hours like this. I think OP, if they want to win, they need to camp. As stupid as it sounds, even if they have a lot more troops. Or they just have to gather way
Yeah,
more
they
army
don't
right
have
now.
any army now.
Yeah. And this is ridiculous because the left side obviously has way better bases. They had no problems regarding serfs at all. Well, apart from Phil, obviously. But he's doing fine right now. Sending quite some troops at the moment.
Yeah.
But still,
Martin has some there as well.
yeah, Martin's base is spamming throughout the entire game pretty nicely. I just hope he remembers to do something about the gold because it just almost depleted. Doesn't look like he remembers about that. Ah, he does, kind of. Trading some bows. Maybe not.
Would be so insane if the Great won this game.
Yeah. I think they should probably start to, I don't know. They should probably go like somewhere like here and kill all the army they can and only then attack, because if they just try to attack Philo, for example, uh, well, attacking Philo might work actually, but no, the problem is if they get far away from their bases, the enemy will have reinforcements pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I actually don't know what to do. This game is just destined to be very long. Okay, so for a short break. Okay, and there we go again. Look at this amount of troops. Most of the melee is militia, but looks kind of impressive, you know.
Yeah. The Great has some nice army as well. Many horses from Lucky.
Yeah. Uh, I'm really surprised seeing this, but it seems like the power of the right side are the horses in this game, which is strange. That's completely not what I expected. I think the left side needs to lure the Great into attacking them somehow.
Lucky is trying to surround them with forces again.
Yeah, but he might get surrounded himself. Uh, Probably not, but. Hmm. But they're dividing the troops, which may be dangerous. I mean, Eva on the bottom will probably try to keep Romek and Vieto away for a while and block them, even if Martin sleeps. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I thought the top is gonna attack Firo in the middle, which could be nice, but it's too late for this. Maybe if the bottom gets caught. Yeah, bottom should get caught, and okay, they don't see it. So maybe she'll keep escaping here on the bottom.
They could just turn now. If many
Because
um
this was a good idea, but too slow. I don't know, seems pretty even. Nobody wants to attack. Can't blame them.
just funny how often we thought that this game is over right now and
Yeah,
it isn't.
exactly. Yeah, this
This
is
might
strange.
be
Yeah, he'll have enough time to escape. I think this might be a
yeah.
loot actually, but it doesn't work. The bottom still trying to escape. Little catch. Oh, Martin's defensive tactics are pretty good right now, at least. It's probably easy to
Look
do it.
look at this again.
Oh, come on, not again. This is so annoying. Okay. Almost 2 hours already.
Insane.
Yeah. The bottom is a bit silent right now. Some shooting on the top. Martin City got killed a few serfs again, which is probably nice for the left side. Okay, it's completely still again on the bottom. I mean on the battlefield.
Now it's the time when iron mines run out, like on Remake, completely empty.
Martin left with 30 serfs. Sitla has 43. Eva 62, and it seems a bit better with food. Maybe not too good though. Lucky 73, no problems at all. But all of the bases on the left side seem to be working pretty fine right now.
Yeah.
Even Fido. Yeah, it's super strange to see in a Knights and Merchants game to see two players like almost die and completely recover.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
really, really cool to see.
Yeah. You know, this reminds me of a very long game in a 2v2 tournament. I think it was Desti and Rakieta versus Mexican T and Romek, maybe? Where both teams were so good and so even that they kept fighting for a very long time, over 2 hours, and nobody could make mistake for a very long time. Obviously, we've seen some mistakes here, but in general, feels like both sides are pretty tired with fighting. Can't blame them.
Yeah, making a break.
Depends where. Seems like Eva felt like Philo's base is recovering too well,
Oh.
and like she has too many horses. Ah, crap. Not the best try. She lost more horses than she killed serfs, I think.
Yeah.
Mm. These horses could be very,
Oh,
very much needed.
they tried to
Okay, yeah.
attack on top now.
I think it might succeed this time, but I don't know.
They don't notice it right now.
Oh yeah, indeed. Massive mistake from the Great. They are very slow, but still, it's not a big deal to that much, I think. Look at Firo. He's pretty slow himself. And they have some horses, so they're gonna kill this off before the rest of the army comes. Maybe it's a lure actually. Interesting. Hmm.
This is not going to be that good, because
Actually.
Romek is coming
Oh,
from there,
indeed. Yeah.
and he got caught.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. This might be the end game mistake. I
Yeah,
still feel it
oh well,
doesn't seem that bad. They might kill some on the top. Hmm.
that snake is pretty bad.
Sometimes a snake can work. Maybe not this time. I don't know. I still have a
This,
feeling this might work. Look at the horses here. They're gonna loot them here. Okay, the horses on top are going to die. Yeah, yeah. Doesn't look too good. Ah, come on, don't attack like this.
okay, this needs to be GG, I guess.
Yeah. Still, I have to. If this is a
Well,
GG, then I have
yeah,
to offer my massive respect to the Great Clan, because they showed they can fight. It was a pretty defensive fight, but it was very good on their side. And I'm still not sure if this is a GG.
yeah,
They still shot a lot somehow. And there are horses coming. Yeah, I think I've seen this
what
happen
is
a couple of
this?
times already. Yeah, against all odds, the great are just great. And
How are they doing this?
yeah, you know, it's always easier to
They're
play
actually
defensive.
winning right now.
I can actually see the OP team so angry because they have better bases and even a bit better troops for most of the time, and they still keep losing.
Like,
Like
the Great
it's
has really a chance now to
yeah,
win.
yeah. I don't remember when I saw the last time someone trying to kill so fiercely his enemy. Yeah, but it's great. It's a great thing about the tournaments. See, uh, it's very often that the most interesting games happen in the tournaments because the teams are fighting in a different way. In a normal game, it would be next to impossible to get 2 hour plus game, and here we already have two.
Yeah, we crossed the 2 hour mark.
Just now, yep. And it seems like the Great finally have the guts to attack. Doesn't seem like Vieto can produce many more troops, so this might be a good try. Yeah, it's probably a good time because Citla's base got invaded again. It will get harder and harder to recover.
Uh,
Yeah. Mm, crap. Lucky shouldn't have sent those horses on the bottom. Okay. Let's see how TG tries to attack. In a snake almost. Ah, come on, don't attack like this. No, Eva, come on. I don't know. Looks like a sure way to lose her melee. Same on top. Yeah, very bad attack from TG. Maybe somehow it works, because they have quite some bowmen. But I think they should be a bit faster with them. Ah, look at this. Ah, well.
Seems like it's going in the other direction.
They'll just go back to kill Citla properly, I guess. And use their advantage pretty quick. Yeah, very bad attack. Could have worked maybe if they were much faster. Well.
Still some reinforcement from the Great.
Yeah, and Citla also has some troops. He almost killed Fiddle's invaders.
Where is OP putting out this army?
Yeah.
Where are they coming from?
Yeah, well, you know, it's like they have working bases for most of the game, while the Great had a lot of problems because of getting invaded all the time, etc. But still, yeah, it looks like the Great is losing their army right now, but I saw too much today to ignore them after that.
Let's just not say anything.
Yeah, exactly. We'll only look like fools when the Great kills OP's army again. Yeah, well, I don't think they can recover from this. Just go to Citla and kill his base properly, wait 10 minutes, attack Eva, wait 10 minutes, attack Martin. It just has to work. I have to be quick though. Unless Martin has enough recruits to make some militia, you know.
Well, this is a pretty historic game right now.
Yeah, indeed.
Don't remember a game lasting this long.
Mm-hmm. There was only one stone in this tower.
Oh, Martin getting
Okay,
caught.
yeah. Romek will storm attack probably. Maybe not. Ah, he can just pick
Eva,
on. Yeah.
Eva has so many recruits in her base and she doesn't recruit anything.
Yeah, now she has way too many shields and no swords at all.
Yeah.
Yay! Ah, well. Actually, you're right.
Oh well.
Kinda.
This is
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, that's one of the first times I can see OP killing of bows in a big fight like this. I don't know. Didn't see a lot of it happening today, somehow. When someone was doing sneaky maneuvers with horses, it was usually the Great.
yeah.
Oh well. They can't recover from this, no way. Yeah. They have a lot of reinforcements, but they have a long way.
And Sidla is out of game right now,
Yeah,
so
20, 19. Let's see how many they can kill. Schools are cleared, so if they kill all the serfs, it's GG for Sitla.
yeah.
And there's a pretty big chance of that. Yeah, look at this. 13. The army is far away, and seems like they decided to screw Zitla and kill the reinforcements instead.
Now they try to kill the schools.
Someone's lagging, and it's Philo. Yeah, Eva suggests a draw. Yeah, I think a rule like this, like if the game takes more than 1 hour 40, then the points should be divided like 2 and 1.
Yeah, this would be really deserved by the
Yeah,
grade.
yeah. Maybe even something like 2 points for both teams after, uh, or like 1.5 after it goes for like 2:10, 2 hour 10. Well, okay. Or maybe not okay. Uh, doesn't seem like the great can do something here.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
now it
the
should be
lags,
GG.
the lags were a bit lucky for the OP, I am afraid here.
Tactical lags.
Hmm. But do you think if there was no lag, they would escape?
Uh, I didn't pay that
Yeah,
much
same
attention to
problem
that,
here.
but
That's why I asked.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was looking at the top.
yeah. I had a feeling it wouldn't help much, but maybe it would, you know, give them a bit more time. Okay, Martin doing some strange maneuvers here. I can't believe this. What the? Yeah. Okay, Zita has no barracks and one serf in his base and
One
no
serve.
gold. Well, this just can't work. Yeah, this one serf is going for his doom. Ah, now they can hide behind Eva's towers, I guess. Yeah, he still has one serf.
Look at that, hero invaded his base again.
Oh snap! Yeah, yeah, it's pretty nice. He's just killing off his all the recruits. Yeah. Not much they can do. I think it's finally going to be a good game soon. Oh well, that was a long one. Okay. A catch of honor, I'd say. Oh, pretty nice. Yeah, didn't hurt much though. Yeah, it's always annoying when someone does something like this. He doesn't have a chance anyway. You can see Jimmy Pop invading Eva's base from the right side. There we go. Uh, Whoa. Eva still tries very hard. A lot of militia, but in a snake, so... Well, if her horses were a bit faster killing this, maybe there would be a chance. I don't think so though. GG! What a game. Okay.
The statistics.
Yeah. Don't know where to start even. So we can clearly see from the stats that someone invaded Firo, Martin, Zitla and Eva at some point of time.
Yeah.
In case of Eva, I think it was more of an issue of herself invading herself at some point. But she also had some enemy troops in the base, I think. Yeah, the food graph is pretty interesting. Of course, Zitla and Firo have some problems there, but you can see Eva has massive food problems. Almost killed off her entire base because of that, but she recovered in some time. It's a shame, really.
Look at horses.
Yeah, that's another statistic I wanted to see very much. Yeah, you can see Sonea, Vieto, and Firo having a very low amount of horses. The worst, actually. While Jimmy Pop has pretty nice horses, but the Great made a really good job regarding horses amount in this game. And you could feel this on the battlefield.
Yeah, even Sudla, whose
Yeah.
base was dead for like 20 minutes or something like
Yeah.
that.
Of course, you had like we had like only 3 players on the Great side having horses, but still,
Yeah,
you know, with so many pikes on the battlefield on their side, it was a pretty nice thing to have. So many horses. Cause the enemy horses couldn't be used against them, but the enemy didn't have many pikes, so you get the idea. Mm, Martin and Lucky, pretty nice leather spam.
why did Vieto have such a long break in leather?
Who?
Vieto had a big break in leather production at 2
Uh-huh.
points of the game.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. Uh, sausages are going fine actually. Maybe some people died. I don't know. I didn't think people would die there. Um, hard to say. Maybe not enough serfs at some point. I don't know.
It's not often that you see a game where over 1,000 weapons are produced.
Indeed. Yeah, Lucky and Romek. Pretty nice weapons amount. Still, Romek is the best spammer even despite the fact that he was making the standard amount of army, I mean standard combo with lots of swordmen instead of pikes. Martin is not far behind, but like I said, well, he would probably have more, but his base got invaded a few times.
Yeah.
Hard to say from the stats who did good and who did worse, because well, you can't see much in the bases where there were so many citizens lost. Okay, I think we're going to conclude this very long game. I'm really tired, you know.
Me as well.
Yeah, so yeah, thanks to everyone who was watching. Pretty amazing game. Hoping for more game like this, maybe not so long, but so action packed. The grade was a bit campy, but it was necessary tactic, I think. They pointed out OP's mistakes. Maybe there were not too many. Actually, I think the biggest mistake was just trying to attack the grade. You can't say that OP made a mistake. It's just the grade played ultra defensively and had pretty nice micro with horses.
Yeah. OP probably should have taken out Sidla before moving to the
Yeah,
other cities.
yeah. Actually, that might have been a big mistake from OP. I wasn't sure why they did that. Uh, well, this mistake costed them like 1 hour of fighting, I guess. But it was pretty nice to watch this, even if a bit long. So yeah, I'm going to finish. So thanks to Harry for commentating this ultra long game with me.
No problem.
Yeah, and thanks to all the viewers. And see you next time. We'll definitely stream something in the upcoming days on the weekend, so we can look for next stream tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye bye.